Veggin with Mr. Klotzman.
Well, hello everybody and welcome back to our kitchen. I'm Ian.
And I'm Tamara.
And this is Batman, and we are going to do something a little different today on Veggin with Klotzman. Today we're going to be talking about food processors. Now, what does a food processor do? It basically beats the snot out of your food. It cuts it up nice and fine so you can make cool stuff with it. We are going to be using some vegetables today. Don't worry, we'll be using broccoli, we'll be using avocados, we'll be using chickpeas. But before we do anything, Tamara, what must we do?
Wash our hands.
So, go wash your hands. Okay, so today we're going to be making two different recipes. Each of these recipes are really quick, they're easy, they're fantastic. But you know what's really cool about them? If you need to impress like a mother-in-law, or you need to impress a boss, or if you need to, just have a really cool meal, these are quick and they're delicious. So the first thing we're going to make today are broccoli tots, okay? Broccoli tots are nutritious, delicious. They replace French fries or regular tater tots, and they taste really good. So first thing you're going to need is some broccoli. Now, what you want to do is you want to boil this broccoli for about 3 to 5 minutes, or until it's pretty soft to the touch, also known as fork tender. You're going to need a 1/4 cup of diced onion. I have diced green onion. You need a 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs, or you can spill some on the floor. I have, again, not actual breadcrumbs, but I have pork rind breadcrumbs, because, carbohydrates, no bueno for me. So, then you'll need a 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. Do not buy the powdered Parmesan cheese. That's not Parmesan cheese. It's a sin. Okay? Don't do it. Get the real stuff, all right? You can make it yourself. You can buy it already kind of shredded, because I'm lazy. That's what I did. And then you're going to need 1 large egg, okay? And I like to go with the ones with a little stamp on them. So make sure you have all the ingredients you need. Now come meet me by the food processor. Okay, friends, so the first thing we need to do is we need to turn this into processed broccoli. So we're going to take some broccoli. We're just going to put it in here. Nothing fancy. Don't try to get too cool on me. Now, if you have like a really cool processor and you can like process the snot out of like 1,000 different things at once, you can do that. That's fine. Mine's a little smaller. Mine's a little more economical. Wasn't too expensive. So you just want to kind of make it to where your broccoli doesn't fill up all the way or is overfilling, right? And then you're going to put on the top, and then you're going to pulse it. Okay? Now you want to watch it. We don't want to overdo it because then it'll suck all the moisture out and it'll be kind of gross to make your tots. You just want it kind of done. All right? And let's have a look at this. Oh, that's looking pretty good. We got one that didn't quite get cut up. That's all right. We'll put it in later. If you have a look there, you'll kind of see that it is nice and chopped up, but it's not like a fine puree. We don't want a fine puree for these tots, okay? So go ahead and do all of your broccoli, and I'll see you at the next step. All right, so we have our broccoli all processed up. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a measuring cup, 1 cup, and we need 3 full cups of broccoli. You don't want to use more than 3 cups, just 3 cups. And it says packed, but I don't know how else you're supposed to do it. Pack it in there, stuff it in the cup. All right, 3 cups done. Now, we are going to add our 1/4 cup of onion. We're going to add our 1/4 cup of Parmesan. We're going to add our 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs. And we're going to crack 1 little old egg in there. Boom. All right, and now we're going to mix this. Tamara's going to mix it. While she's mixing it, I'm going to ask you to go set your oven to 350 degrees. Okay? Then you're going to grab some kind of baking sheet, I don't care what kind, and spray it down, grease it down, okay? If you're like a really cool person, you can put some like tin foil or whatever on it and then spray it. Don't care, whatever you like. 350, 1 baking sheet. And then If you want to be technical, go grab some kind of disher that gives you 2 tablespoons, okay? Or a scooper. Tamara's going to be using this beautiful guy. It's 2 tablespoons.
It's a cookie scoop.
It's a cookie scoop. She's so cool. You know, you can kind of grab it, go, get that, and you can make yourself a tater tot. Now, I'm going to be using my hands. She's going to be using the scooper, and we're going to see who has the prettier tater tots. It's going to be her. All right, so grab your dish. We're going to grease this puppy down. All right, now you take your mixture. Now, if you're watching Tamara, you'll see that she's grabbing the cookie scoop. She's being very professional. She's making a little tater tot. It's very nice, very concentric. In fact, I do say there's a lot of aesthetic pleasure in that, as well as it's just nice looking, right? Now, watch me. I'm going to use my hands. I'm just going to put my hands in here. I'm going to make a big mess. I'm going to kind of squish it about, right? It kind of looks like a tater tot. I'm just going to kind of roll it up, you know. And again, I'm not selling these on the black market or anything. And boom, tater tot, right? Again, pretty tots, tots. But, you know, not everybody owns a scooper. Not everybody owns, all these little tools that we have. So you can just do this stuff. It's not going to be as pretty. I like to show that off. I also like working with my hands a little more than Tamara does. So finish scooping all these out. Get them on your pan. Line them up. You'll see Tamara's been doing a really nice job of lining these bad boys up. Set your oven to 350 if you haven't done so already. I told you to do it earlier. You're going to put these in the oven for 20 minutes. And then you're going to flip them and do them for another 10 to 15 minutes. Never hurts to go a little longer actually on these. So I say 10 to 15 on that second run. So we'll see you in a second. Okay, so we got our broccoli tots in the oven, again 350 for 20 minutes. Then you flip them, do another 10 to 15 minutes. But while that's cooking, let's make something else. So we're going to make some ranch avocado hummus. And it's so good. So the first thing that you're going to need is a 15.5-ounce can of chickpeas. You're going to need the juice from 1 lemon. You're going to need a tablespoon of ranch dressing powder. You're going to need 1 tablespoon of garlic and 1 tablespoon of parsley. I'm using freeze-dried parsley. And eventually you're going to need 1 tablespoon of olive oil and then some more olive oil to top. And the other thing you're going to need is some avocado. Now for this recipe, I suggest using either an entire small avocado or about half of a large avocado. This is a small avocado. Now, some of y'all might be saying, I love avocado, but I just don't know how to open it correctly, and it's kind of dangerous. You got to use a knife, and then you stab yourself in the hand, and then you're in the emergency room, and then you forgot all about the avocado, and then it turns brown. Oh, but don't worry, friends. I'm going to show you how to open it. So, the first thing you're going to need is just a little towel. This is to kind of hold the avocado in place so it doesn't roll around on you. Now, take your knife. I always like starting at the top of the avocado and you're just going to kind of cut down into it until you hit the pit. Okay? I've hit the pit. I can't go any further. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to roll the knife. Okay? See what I'm doing there? I'm just rolling the knife around until I get back to my original cut. You take the knife out and voila. You've now cut your avocado in half. Half the job is done. Now, what about getting out this pit? Okay, this is the other fun part. Again, I take the towel. I put the avocado in the towel. I take the knife. You're going to just slowly, but with even pressure, push the knife into the pit. Okay, you see how the knife is in the pit? And then I'm just going to twist. Oh, look at that. Oh, girl. Look at that. Depitted. Now, we take the avocado. We're going to make just little tiny shallow cuts. Make sure you get all the way to the skin though, but don't go too hard. You can use your towel for this part, and I'm going to make some cross cuts. Then you take a spoon and you just kind of roll it around the sides and you get all your little bits of avocado out. Easy peasy. So again, for this, I suggest about, I'd say half of a large. You could probably actually use just that much, but I like a lot of avocado and stuff. So again, just kind of cuts all the way to the back very carefully. We're going to slice across. Then we take our spoon and we get the avocado out. Okay, now we have all of our ingredients. The last step is you give the spoon and you give the skins to the person that loves avocado the most, and you let them finish off the rest. All right, meet me by the food processor. Okay, so this is so easy and it's so good. You're just gonna be blown away. All right, so the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take the chickpeas and you're gonna throw them in, or very delicately get them in there. If it was Ian, they'd been throwing them in like a crazy person. Next, put in the avocado. Yeah, perfect. Next, the lemon juice.
You didn't know what juice it was.
It's a lemon. Next, the parsley and the garlic can go in. Then we'll put in the ranch packet. And then last but not least, we'll put in 1 tablespoon of olive oil. And then just to kind of top it off, we're going to put a little bit of pepper and then just a little bit of salt. All right, nice and easy. Now Tamara's going to load this sucker up. And she's going to pulse it. She's going to let that run for a little bit until it's nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. Now what I do is I put it on chop first when it kind of gets started. And then I push it up to puree. Yeah, look at that puppy go. Okay, now once you kind of get things going, you're going to put in a 1/4 cup of warm water in there. And then you're going to put the spurs to it one more time. Now see, didn't I tell you that was easy? Look how beautiful that is. Now, just to finish it off, we're going to take a little bit of olive oil. It's going to drizzle the top. Oh, yes, sir. Look at that. Yum. This is so good. With pita chips, of course, but also with like cucumber, with carrots, with zucchinis, all kinds of, celery. This is a great addition to your repertoire, and it's easy to make. And let's do just a quick little taste test here. I'm just going to get a little bit because you don't need much. Oh, look at that. Oh, man. That is so stinking good. We're going to eat this, and let's see how those broccoli tater tots are doing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have pulled our broccoli tots out of the oven, and look how good those look. I don't know if you can see that. They're nice, they're crispy, they're crunchy, but they're also kind of soft. That Parmesan cheese is kind of melted inside. It's delicious. Now let's have a, oh my gosh, just have a look at that. Boom, it is so nice. Here, Tamara, have half. Now, you can dip this into ketchup or whatever you want. I like a little sriracha sauce. Or if you're really crazy, you can dip it into the hummus that we made earlier. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is so good. That is like heaven on earth from a food processor. If you don't own a food processor, go get one. Try making some fun stuff with it. This has been Ian and Tamara. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. Comment what you would like to see next time. This is Klotzman saying goodbye. I hope you have a nice day.